episode of the Rockin House. Today's special guest we have all the way from the UK, from the legendary band Raven, John Gallagher.
Yeah, the band Raven started in 1974, got really popular in 75, and basically have been around. Most people don't know Raven has been around for that many years, 47 in total. They just put out their latest album, which they consider the best one they've ever put out. The three-piece, what I call power trio. I actually call them like the metal version of Rush. When you know, that's true, Mark. When you know about these guys, they are highly proficient at each one of their instruments. They're like a prog-style metal band.
Yep.
And we found out that John has an 8-string bass that he made himself from a stock...
Iceman Ibanez.
Okay, it's an Iceman Ibanez.
Yep.
So most people don't know that, but yeah, play an 8-string bass, great thing. So, bands like Metallica, and here's the story. Metallica was the opening act for Raven back in the
1983
on the first Metallica tour. So yeah, Raven.
Kill them all.
How we remember that, but that was opener for Raven. So go ahead, Mark. Mark, tell us about the drummer.
Absolutely. They brought in a couple years back. His name's Mike Heller. He actually came from Fear Factory. You might recognize him from there. And he's been doing some extraordinary things now with these guys, Mark and John Gallagher of Raven. And they're excited. The chemistry is so awesome with them. So we're going to bring on John Gallagher right now, and he's going to talk about some things about his new album that's coming out. Metal City will be out on the 18th of this month. Let's bring out John Gallagher from Raven. Welcome, John. All right, this is Marky Z. Another awesome Rockin House episode. I'm here with legendary bass player John Gallagher of Raven. How you doing, John? All the way from the UK. How's it going, brother?
I'm doing great. It's awesome to be here, Mark.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so happy to have you on today. The Rockin House show. We have a lot of great guests, and now you're making an appearance. Is awesome. John, let's talk about how Raven started. You and your brother Mark. You guys are phenomenal. I've seen you live. I got to perform with you live with Crown of Earth. It was an awesome experience being that close to hear you guys perform like that, playing some legendary, hit songs in the metal scene. How did Raven start?
Well, it was a function of the witness protection program. In fact, we were fully paid up Italian mobsters back in the day. They took us and said, "You can't do that no more." No, we were back in Newcastle, which is where we are here.
Okay.
We formed a band in 1974.
Wow.
We said, hey, we're gonna form a band and play rock and roll. So we had one acoustic guitar between us. So we had to,
nice.
hassle our parents until they bought us some cheap electrics. And we just learned how to play. The first ever show was in December of 75. And eventually we got to play the pubs around here, and we got to play the working men's clubs, which were very tough and very, impress and entertain me or die. And that's where we learned our chops. That's where we learned the ropes.
Right.
We were a 4-piece for many years until late 79, where Rob Hunter had joined us on drums, and we went as a 3-piece.
Right.
Everything changed from then on in,
Right. Right, and you've had, throughout the years, my God, these guys had several metal hits. I mean, was it On and On? That was a big one. That was all over MTV.
That's really up until this record, to be honest. I think we did a few videos for the last album, but that was our video,
Yeah.
At the time with Atlantic was On and On, which was a very tongue-in-cheek, funny video, but it's a song we still play today. It's a great song.
Yeah, absolutely. It went very well on the MTV scene, when that came out and all the metal bands are playing. You guys kind of synced up with what's out there with everybody else, bringing the pop kind of, heavy metal type of deal at the time. So it worked very well. We got a lot of new stuff going on. I mean, I've heard some new stuff off the new album, which really rocks, Metal City. Top of the Mountain. Great stuff. I really like it. John, I know you've also had an opportunity to play with a lot of amazing heavy metal bands. Like you guys have played with just about everybody you can think of, from what? Judas Priest, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer. I mean, you played with all them bands back in the day. Isn't that right?
Yeah, a lot of them, we actually gave them the start. I mean, Metallica's first tour was opening for us. Anthrax's
Awesome.
first tour was opening for us.
Wow. That's awesome.
And, we played many gigs with Motorhead. We played, 4 dates on the Ozzy Osbourne, the Blizzard of Oz, the first tour.
Nice.
We played with Whitesnake when John Lord and Ian Pace were in the band.
Wow.
And, like you said, we played with Priest back in '86. I think we did 6 or 7 dates on the Turbo tour.
Nice. Nice.
We've been, when you get to be crusty and old like we are, we go to play these festivals in Europe and you get to meet all the other bands, and it's really cool now, because everyone's, anyone that was egoed out generally is long gone, so it's just a good.
Well, it's funny you say about Metallica opening for you guys in 1983. John, I got that picture, and you know what? That is priceless of you and Hetfield. I mean, what is he, like 19 in that picture with you on the stage? And that was the Kill 'Em All tour, which had Cliff Burton in the lineup and probably Dave Mustaine back then.
No, it was Kirk.
It was Kirk.
I believe a month or 2 before that tour started.
Wow, so it was pretty close.
I didn't meet Dave Mustaine until about 3 or 4 years later after that. Yeah.
Wow, that's legendary, that picture, just to see you with James Hetfield, 19 years old. How amazing is that, guys? That is metal as you get. All right, man, well, we're going to come back with some more from John, from Raven, the legendary heavy metal band, in just a minute. All right, Mark is in. I'm back here with John Gallagher of the legendary metal band Raven. We talked about some of the cool bands that you open up. Well, actually, they open up for you guys that are legends now. And now we're going to go a little bit forward, John. Let's talk about this new release that, you now got Fear Factory's drummer, and he's stuck out with you a couple years now as your drummer. And you guys just released Metal City, which you're promoting right now. With the Top of the Mountain as, I guess, your single off the album, which rocks, kicks ass. Totally awesome.
Killer. Yeah, we put 2 videos out. We got Top of the Mountain, which was the first song off the record.
Nice.
And then, like last week, we just put out Metal City, the title track. So videos for both. Their album, quite simply, it's the best thing we've ever done. I put that out there. And for a band that's as ancient as we are, 46 years in the business,
that's
to
awesome.
put out our best album is unheard of, and we're just throwing down the gauntlet. It's like, there's a lot of bands out there doing okay records. This is not an okay record. This is a great record.
Yeah, I agree, man. Dude, that song kicks butt. I freaking love it, and I've let some people hear it, and they're loving it. So yeah, agreed completely. All of us agree with that, man. You guys be looking out for that because it's coming. And if you guys are Raven, you're going to love this.
The energy and feel of the early stuff, but it's got a killer 21st century production and sound, so nice. It's kind of the best of both worlds,
Very awesome. So let's talk about that a little bit. How's things working out with Mike from Fear Factory, the drummer? It seems like things are working out great for you guys with him as your drummer.
Yeah, I mean, when Joe, our old drummer, Joe Hasselgarner, had a heart attack back in May 2017. We had like 21 dates with 2 days to go.
Yeah.
Freaked out. We got a bunch of couple of guys to come in and fill in.
Right.
And Mike was actually the second guy, and he did 3 shows with us.
Nice.
No rehearsal. We talked for 30 minutes, and he
Wow.
came in and nailed the gig. And funny enough, that gig's up on YouTube, and it's great, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we just had a connection. We had other guys to do the European stuff, but we just said, let's talk when we get back. And we just told him, do you want to come on board? And he loved it because there's freedom, and he's able to create. And we got that chemistry between the 3 of us, you know. So it's
Absolutely.
We did 150 gigs in 6 months.
Wow.
In 2017, from June onwards. And we've just been burning it up live ever since. And in between that, getting this album together, which was challenging. We had a lot of obstacles, but it's all been worthwhile because it came together so well, you know.
Awesome. John, I see, you know, you got it's a Thunderbird bass. It's pretty awesome, man. I see you playing that a lot on your videos and whatnot. Let's get a little sample of maybe some things that you've been working on. Let our viewers see what you've been working on, man. I mean, you've been doing this for years, man. People will love to see it.
Oh, all kinds of crazy nonsense. What we got here? Let's see it.
Nice. Yes, holy metal, man. John, you're crazy. I love it, man. That's so awesome. Thank you so much for that.
For you. There you go.
Yeah, but people like that nonsense stuff. That's the thing that sells, man. People love it. And here it is. We're bringing it to you at the Rockin House. All right, man. We're going to come back with a little bit more from John and what things are going on for the future with the Fear Factory drummer, Mike Heller, that has joined the band and he's been with them ever since. In just a moment. I'm back with John Gallagher of legendary metal band Raven. How you doing, John? Welcome back again. And this is the last we're going to talk about today. Moving forward, let's talk about your future with the band Raven and what's going on with Metal City. And, you know, again, Mike Heller, killer drummer for Fear Factory, has now joined the chemistry with Raven. You say it's like perfect, like some of the best stuff in a long time. And you guys are very pleased with having him aboard with you guys. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, you know, the album's coming out September 18th.
Awesome.
Worldwide.
Nice.
And we already have dates set for Europe for February.
Nice.
We'll be coming over here and doing that. And, you know, just got to move forward. Pandemic be damned.
The scamdemic.
I hope by then all this nonsense will be over.
Yeah.
And, you know, and as soon as we can, we'll be everywhere else. We can get our dirty little feet to.
Yeah.
Including, of course, the Estados Unidos, you know?
Yeah.
Get back to our old stomping grounds.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
There's going to be at least one more video, hopefully a few more. We've got one in the can, kind of ready to go.
Okay.
And lots to look forward to with the band. We're getting the rights back to our early stuff, so we'll be looking at doing maybe box set versions down the line.
Nice.
Of the early albums, which will be really interesting and a lot of fun. And there's also talk of doing another covers album like we did a few years ago, the Party Killers album.
Nice.
We've already put together a short list and did some rough scratch tracks on some of the songs, which some of the song choices are absolutely hilarious. You'd never think we'd play in a million years.
Okay.
It was just for a goof, and it worked. So let's see what happens with that.
Awesome. And John, let's talk a little bit about, before we close the show today, let's talk a little about some of your gear that you like to perform with, that is your preference. I see obviously a Thunderbird bass seems to be a preferred bass that you like to
That's
play.
I'm over here. I've got this, which is cool. I've also got an 8-string over in the corner.
Nice.
Which is, I'm paid. I put that together when I've been over here. I
Really?
didn't waste my time. I bought a 4-string Ibanez Iceman and turned it into an 8-string.
Did you?
Instrument.
Wow.
I turned the bass into a fretless. We've been playing that a bit. But live, I usually play, it's a white Flying V that I customised from a kit, and my old red Explorer with the whammy bar.
Yes.
They're my
Yes.
main babies pretty much at the moment. I've also made a red Flying V with a whammy bar.
Wow.
So we'll get that out on the roads soon too.
John, would you mind? Would you mind showing?
Pedal and just turn it up very, very loud.
Gotcha. John, would you mind showing us that 8-string bass? Would that be okay?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll run away.
Awesome.
Show you people what we got here.
Awesome. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. From an Iceman, he turned it into an 8-string bass, a 4-string.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And there it is.
Look at that. That's awesome. Wow.
You see that?
Yes, absolutely.
It's right there.
That's cool, man. Very cool,
Let's
John.
give you 2 seconds of what it does, because it does the normal stuff of, you know, sounding big in.
That's cool, man.
But also it gets pretty.
Oh, that's awesome. Beautiful, man. That's beautiful, John. Thank you so much for doing that. And we all appreciate that very much. All right, John. Well, I want to thank you very much for coming to the show today for the Rockin House. It was awesome having you as a guest. And once again, I'm Marky Z with my partner, Rock Dude. We're out.
Excellent. I got one more thing for you.
What's that, John?
Good night.